So today I'm going to talk to you about my most disappointing reads of 2022. This list in fact only contains 4 books, and these are not necessarily books that I gave like a really bad rating, because I think some of those I even gave like 3.5 stars, but they made it onto this list just because I was disappointed in them and I was expecting more from them. Maybe because I'd read previous books in this series by the same author, or I just have heard great things about them, so I thought I would enjoy them more than I did. So by no means it doesn't mean that I gave them all 1 stars, because I don't think I gave any of these books 1 star, to be honest. I'm pretty sure I didn't. So let's just talk about books that disappoint me. And these are in no particular order or anything like that, because that's too hard. So the first one on this list is The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. I actually bought this, like pre-ordered it, because I felt bad for her when she said on Instagram that all of her pre-orders had been like disappeared because of some kind of issue. So I pre-ordered it, and then it was on my nightstand for like years, and then I finally picked it up last year. After like, I think it had been out for like 3 years then. And I mean, this is supposed to be about dragons, and you look at the cover and it looks really cool and intriguing, but I just felt like I was waiting for so long that something interesting would happen. I mean, this is a thick ass book. It's over 800 pages, I think. And I was just waiting for something to happen, for me to connect to the characters, to be intrigued, to get into that sort of reading where you just want to turn page to find out what's going to happen. But it took me like 200-300 pages until I got to that point. And then I was really invested for like 200-300 pages more. And then the end part of the book, I just didn't care anymore. So that made me really disappointed, because I really had higher hopes for this book. And I think I actually ended up giving this book like 3.5 out of 5 stars. So it's not that it was bad by any means, I just had hoped I would like it more. And the next book is Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. This is often described as sort of a fan fiction of Harry Potter, and we all know how much I love those books. But I did like the magic system and like the characters and stuff like that. But the fact that really got to me was the fact that he's not in his first year of school. He's been at the magic school for a couple of years. He's been through some shit, and he's been attacked a couple of times. And instead of you being, as a reader, being a part of these events, finding out what's happening and why did it happen and how did they get out of that mess, it's basically just the main character, Simon Snow, saying, oh well, this happened and we got out by doing this, but that's about it. And it was like a few paragraphs and that was it. And you're like, I want to know more about the backstory of this. I want to know what the hell happened, and more than just a few sentences. And just felt like you should drop the ball on that one, because you could have written a lot of books, because that was an interesting and intriguing plot. But I just hate the fact that they just sort of tell you what happened rather than show you. But yeah, I think I gave this book like 3.5 out of 5 stars as well. So it's not like it was a really bad read or anything. Now we have Franklin Love by David Yoon. This is a book I've had on my TBR since it came out, I think. I mean, it even has like the blue sprayed edges like they only had in the beginning when they were released, and not anymore. And basically this is about 2 teens fake dating because their parents want them to date someone of their own race. And I found it kind of boring. I did enjoy the characters for a little while, but then after that was just so many like lies and intrigues, and I didn't care that much anymore. And I also felt like this book could have been shortened by like 200 pages, because by the time you thought the book was done, no. Yeah, they have to throw in some more crap that like, okay, I know I'm supposed to feel for the characters, I know I'm supposed to feel bad, but I cannot give a shit anymore. I don't have enough energy for it. So I think I ended up giving this book like 3 stars or something like that. So not too terrible, but definitely lost my interest. And the last book is a middle grade book, and this is The Jumbies by Tracy Baptiste. I've had this book for a few years as well. This is like this short, it's so short, and I'm ready for my spooky Halloween vlog. And I mean, it was a little bit spooky with like weird ass creatures and stuff coming out of the forest, and people with magical abilities and stuff like that. But even though the book was like 200 pages or something, I could not force myself to read it. Like, I put it down, I didn't want to pick it back up, I didn't care what was happening, didn't care about the characters, didn't care about the plot, I didn't care about anything. Which is such a shame, because I was interested and intrigued in the beginning, but it lost. And I also think, if I don't remember wrong, that I gave this book 3 out of 5 stars as well. So yeah, those were my most disappointing books of this year. As you can tell, I didn't read anything like 1 star this year, I don't think. But these were just books that disappointed me because I really thought I would enjoy them more. So yeah, do with it what you will. Let me know down below if you read any disappointing reads during 2022. And yeah, I hope we see each other in the next one. Bye!